Capricorn, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. Tell me about your past. What else do you need to know? Nope. Let's see if we can get one card. There's actually two. And your potential outcome? You've actually been showing up in a lot of readings, so I'm not surprised to see that. Oh, interesting. So I got the same card for Virgo. This is about, the Seven of Pentacles energy is about figuring things out, but from your perspective, what's happening here is it feels like almost like you're in the middle of something and you don't want to be interrupted. So if you've got these goals in mind and you're on a path and you're trying to achieve those goals, you're in this energy of not letting something get you off path. You're really focused on, I need to create my own abundance. I need to keep moving in a specific direction. I'm trying to not change course in the middle. That feels very much a Capricorn type of energy. Like I'm just very focused on whatever it is that I'm doing. Which explains a lot. So Seven of Wands is showing up in your current energy and it's influenced by the Ace of Cups. You're very resistant to some sort of new beginning. This is a change in direction. The Ace of Cups is about, it's a new beginning, but it's connected to maybe love and romance. It's something about going after some sort of emotional fulfillment. And with the Seven of Wands, you're resisting this because this does feel like it's a pivot for you that, I don't want to say it's an unwelcome pivot, but it's something where you are very focused maybe on your own abundance, your own stability, something where you're trying to set yourself up financially. And right now you don't have time for other things. It's like you're trying not to split your priorities here. The universe wants you to focus on this Four of Wands energy. So the Four of Wands it's a reason to celebrate. It is the marriage card, one of the marriage cards in tarot. It's the ceremony card. And so there's something here where you can create this abundance for yourself, really set yourself up financially, but are you really going to enjoy it? Is there something here about maybe building something with another person? Because it does look like you're resisting some sort of connection here. And the universe is kind of encouraging you, don't resist this connection. There's something about this other person, or there's something about maybe building something with another person that would actually be more fulfilling than what you're doing right now. What the universe is trying to do is put you on a path that leads you to more than what you requested, or more fulfillment, because you've got in your mind a set way of things. This is the path that I'm on. This is kind of that step-by-step that I'm going to take. And the universe is really trying to show you that there is a parallel path that gets you to what you want, but this one's more fulfilling. And there's some sort of resistance on your part for it. I can see here in the past, High Priestess. I'm not surprised that this one came up. I felt very quiet when I was going through this reading. It feels like High Priestess is about keeping things to yourself. It's keeping secrets, things like that. So it's almost like if other people don't know what you're doing or what you're trying to accomplish here, it's one of those energies where you're just, until you see the success, you're not really going to share what you're doing, because what if it doesn't work out the way that you wanted to? What if something happens along the way and you don't want to have to broadcast that after you've told everybody this is the path that you're going down. So you're keeping a lot of things to yourself right now. It's almost like you're trying to prove something to yourself. And then once you get to the other side, once you get to that success, then you're going to be ready to open up about it. So you are keeping things to yourself. This is where it feels like you're not allowing yourself to go off course, that you're really kind of stuck to this because there's something really significant about being able to prove to yourself that this is possible. Whatever this journey is, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever abundance you're trying to call into your life, from a longevity standpoint, from that pentacle standpoint, there's something about it. And in fact, this was That's interesting. So your strength here is in actually creating your own abundance. So the Seven of Pentacles does lead to the Nine of Pentacles. This is what you're doing. This is what your goal is, creating a life for yourself that after you get to the point of having that abundance, that's when you're going to be ready and open and available to somebody else coming in, sharing in this with you. This feels like your strength. You're going to get it. I mean, there's no way around it. You're going to get it with that Nine of Pentacles energy. This tells me that you're very good at this. Your strength is in creating the abundance. So whatever it is that you're doing does have a lot of success around it. Four of Swords is showing up in your near future. So there is going to be some sort of break that takes place, but it's a break meant to heal you in some sort of way. So it could be that whatever it is that you're working on right now is meant to heal a wound that came to the surface here. That's part of this journey. There's something about whatever it is that you're doing, whatever abundance you're trying to create for yourself is addressing some sort of trigger or some sort of insecurity around being able to provide for yourself. That feels really significant here, and that's part of this healing process. So when I look at the external influences, so how the universe is shaping the situation, Eight of Swords, again, keeping things to yourself, very much in your own mind, analyzing, overanalyzing things. You've got goals and you're not going to be detracted. We've got the Moon and we've got the Two of Pentacles showing up. And so the Moon is all about your emotions, but it's also about keeping things to yourself. It's a very secretive type of energy. With this Two of Pentacles, it's like all of these things that you're doing right now, you're just keeping to yourself. A lot of Pentacles energy showing up, a lot of Wands energy. So a lot of taking action for your own future enjoyment, your own future stability here. So it's not a negative energy by any means. It's just, it indicates to me that you're very closed off to any kind of change. Nine of Wands is showing up in your hopes or fears position. So that is the wounded warrior. That is that Chiron energy that's been showing up a lot. This is what you want. You want to be able to put your guard down at some point. You want to be able to heal from this wound. You want to be able to prove to yourself that you're capable of doing these things that you've set out to do. This could even indicate that maybe in the past you didn't have that follow through. You never really stuck with it until the end. And now it's like, well, I'm going to stick with this until the end and nothing is going to get me off course. Or I'm going to prove to myself that I can create my own abundance and whatever that abundance means for you. Because maybe you were always told you couldn't, or you had convinced yourself you couldn't, or you were with other people, meaning like dating people, romantic people, who always told you weren't capable of it. And so there's something here that you're trying to prove to yourself before you open yourself up to other people. The Devil energy is showing up in your potential outcome. So this is your card. I do like to see you show up in your own reading because this tells me that you're being very authentic, that you're really honoring who you are. But with this Devil energy, this is where your patterns might be so restrictive that you're preventing other types of abundance from coming into your life. You don't have to have just one type of abundance at a time. That's not how the world works. You can have multiple success at the same time. It just requires you to kind of step out of these chains, step out of those restrictions that are showing up with that Devil energy. Let's get some additional details here. So with the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Cups, I'm getting the Queen of Cups. Right now, you are very focused on your self-care. This is a lot of whatever this journey is related to healing yourself in some sort of way. There's some sort of emotional wound connected to this journey that you are actively trying to heal. So this is part of your self-care routine. It is creating that pattern, that step-by-step strategy for yourself and really going after it. With the Four of Wands, I'm getting the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is a movement card. It is about going after your wishes being fulfilled. You do have more than one goal here. You don't have to do them one at a time. That's what the universe is really trying to show you right now, is that you've got your sights set on one goal, but you can have multiple at the same time here. And so if you're looking for some sort of happy life with another person, emotional fulfillment, more dreams coming true at the same time, you are capable of doing it all at once. There is nothing holding you back but yourself. With the High Priestess, I'm getting the Lovers. Yeah, this is something where Lovers energy. So you are interested in building something here with another person at some point. It does feel like for now, you're kind of keeping those thoughts and those desires buried deep inside you. You don't have to, though. That's what the universe is trying to show you. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm getting the Six of Cups. There could be somebody here from the past that you maybe want to give another try, kind of re-enter each other's lives. Six of Cups does show up when Mercury goes retrograde. We are in that kind of shadow energy right now. So not surprised to see that coming up. This could indicate that there was somebody here in the past who maybe held you back from going after what you wanted, maybe prevented you, or you let this person kind of prevent you from going after your goals, your dreams, creating your own abundance for yourself. And now there's this energy of proving to yourself that you're capable of doing it, so that at some point you are, in your mind, kind of worthy of that person. Although that's still a different insecurity, because that person, you were always worthy of what you want. It's just that maybe that wasn't the right person. So it's more of, this wound feels kind of more deep and actually more broad than just you creating your own abundance. There's something that you're trying to prove to yourself, but there's something here that you're trying to prove in general to other people. And so that when you go into some sort of relationship here in the future, when you're open and available to it, that this other person also sees you as being somebody capable of helping out, providing, building your own abundance, something along those lines, where maybe somebody in the past kind of held you back and said that you weren't capable. With the Four of Swords, I'm getting the Hierophant. The healing that's taking place is for your future relationships here. I'm getting a huge sense of that. With the Eight of Swords, I'm getting the Four of Cups. So letting go of past disappointments. Again, if somebody here told you in the past that you weren't capable of doing something, you're trying to prove to yourself, but in a way you're almost trying to prove to this other person, but that other person doesn't matter. Really what matters is you. So just kind of keep that in mind as you kind of go through all of this, because that other person that was telling you weren't good enough, you weren't capable of doing these things, was that person really good enough for you? I mean, if that person is going to put you down all the time, was that person good enough for you? I don't think so. With the Nine of Wands, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. Very protective of yourself, of your emotions, not letting anybody in while you're going through this entire process. Totally makes sense. Sticking up for yourself, standing up for yourself. Nothing was going to get you off this path. Nothing. With the Devil energy, Five of Swords, this is about you picking up the pieces. This is about you resolving some sort of inner conflict, going after exactly what you want here. Really healing and doing it on your terms, in your way. And so the universe is kind of showing you, and I think on some level you understand that you can have multiple things at the same time. So even when you create this abundance for yourself, you can have that abundance along with a healthy relationship here. So Capricorn, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.